Here at Elite Flying Cars, we have detailed so many different vehicles. We've had sedans, we've had SUVs, we have trucks, we had vans, we had Teslas, we've had everything. We also even reviewed Porsches, which were mainly just supercars and sports cars. Today, we are going to be reviewing the king of everything. This right here is the 2022 765LT McLaren. This is as good as it gets. I'm Kevin from Elite Flying Cars, and I am excited to show you guys the 765LT. Let's get right into this thing. Starting at the front end, McLaren wastes no time. Everything is rounded, and they go for the classic McLaren design where you kind of have that rounded hood, goes down very steep to the very low windshield. Like that doesn't come up. Like for example, on the G-Wagon, you'll have a window that goes straight up 90 degrees with the hood, and that's just how the G-Wagons are built. But this one has that literally sleek design to let air just flow through it, right? And it's prominent in everywhere you see. You have air vents here, you got air vents on the hood that cool all the way to the back. You have these active air vents right where the headlight and your indicator signal is. More air here, more air here. McLaren really goes above and beyond with their aerodynamics and their air control, because the most important thing for these cars is a downforce that you will be given when driving this car fast, which is what makes this thing a supercar race car, which this is a supercar. With the price point of the 765LT, when these first came out, people were running after getting these cars to the point where they were actually selling the bill of sale to other people for a higher price point, which is what makes this car so rare. This is a 765LT, and like the name says, there is only 765 of these made. Now, if you think about it retrospectively, 765 cars is a lot of cars, but if you compare it to like a Honda Civic or a Toyota Corolla, there's probably at least 1,000 cars in just your area alone. You will not see that with the 765LT. Now, obviously, because this is a supercar, your engine is going to be in the back because this is a rear-wheel drive car. You have your frunk in the front here, which gives you a lot of space, but then you have this beautiful race car design in the front. The front really looks like it's meant to go fast. Now we're gonna cater over to the right side here, and it just continues going exactly what I was saying. You have these like concave shapes going all the way down through the door. This is all meant for aerodynamics. This slot right here, that is going directly into your engine, cooling your engine. Same with over here, it's gonna cool down. This is more downforce that you need when you're driving these cars. They need to be quick. You have these really low profile tires that really come to the bottom of the ground here, and it really hugs low to the ground, which is exactly what you need to have that extra downforce. You have your massive McLaren calipers, and then if I'm correct, this is drilled carbon ceramics, which at a price point of over $500,000 with the 765LT, you're going to need carbon ceramics. That is one thing that I would suggest to anybody. If you have a car that is 765, which is in the name, 765LT, which is 765 horsepower, your braking and drivetrain system is the most important thing, and it's not meant to be cheaped out on. You have to spend as much possible on that to maintain your safety, which is something that McLaren does for you because they care about your safety. And it's something I really love. Coming down to the side of the car here, it all flows more. Like you see all this aerodynamics. All this is going to help. You have the massive back wing here that helps pull everything down. From here, we're gonna move all the way to the back of the car. You have this open kind of bumper system. Every other car we've seen, it's all closed in, but you see McLaren knows this engine is fast. 765 horsepower, you are going to go fast, and a lot faster than you will in any other car, and this car needs to be able to compete with that. And in order to compete with that, you need cooling. You need somewhere for all of this heat to come out. This car was just started for about 2, maybe 5 minutes to move into this position right here so we can have better lighting. And overall, that heat coming from the engine in 5 minutes this thing's been on just goes to show you how important that is. Now, the other thing I'm looking from the back here, which we're gonna touch on when we get inside of the car, this massive back glass here lets you see so much, which when you compare other vehicles like a Huracan, for example, it is so hard to see through your rear view that I don't even know why they put it there, but they still have it. And this one is by far my favorite one. You have your quad tip exhaust right in the middle here. Now, there's some ways you can tell difference between McLarens. Like you'll see the 765LT comes out through the back here, but then for example, like a 600LT comes with the exhaust through the top. It's just different ways to look at different designs. So now that we've taken a look on the outside of this beast, the one thing I think everybody cares to see about, because they see them on the outside, but not many people have the opportunity to see inside of one. So let's go hop into this thing and let's go take a look what it looks like inside. All right, now first impressions of getting into the 765LT. Everybody knows getting into any performance supercar, they're gonna be very difficult because these are completely different as opposed to like a BMW M4 competition. These bucket seats are not screwing around. This is meant to keep you snug and safe. You are not supposed to go left or right when you're making any corner of this car because that makes handling on this car very easy. Now, one thing I will say, getting into this vehicle, it's very different getting into these style of vehicles. You don't want to just jump in like a car because you're not going to have the room for that. So what we're going to do instead is you want to turn, sit down, let yourself fall in, and then your feet follow. That is the only way to get inside of these vehicles. Any other way, it'll be next to impossible to get into these vehicles. And the one thing that I will say is really nice, right here, you'll see this opens up for you. No other car does this, which is really awesome. I love this. It makes it so much easier to get into these cars. Okay, so now closing this door, very beautiful in this car. Now, I want to be very careful when I'm in this car because like I was saying, if you're not first, you're last, and this car has already been sold to a customer that is going to love this car. We were fortunate enough to be able to review this before it left, but this car is downright gorgeous. I don't want to start it because this is somebody else's vehicle, but this is beautiful. Everything in here makes you feel like you're in a race car. Everything. This cockpit here really follows you like it's meant for you. The driver, like the passenger here, won't really see it. And these carbon fiber bucket seats is so light. Now, the one thing you have to know about this car is like these pillars right here are carbon fiber. You'll see all along the side here, this is all carbon fiber. Even the actual frame right there is forged carbon fiber. This entire car is made out of carbon fiber because it's not about what engine you put in, but it's also about weight distribution. So they want to make this car as light as possible. This center console is very light. It is all carbon fiber. These seats are so light. It's all carbon fiber, but this is powerful, strong carbon fiber. This is what true supercar experience is like. Now, sitting in here, first impression, like this is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful, and this is one of the things that makes a McLaren so stunning. You have all of your buttons you need. You got reverse, neutral, and drive, because the one thing is McLarens do not go into park. The only way to park this car is if you put into neutral and then put the parking brake on. Everything in this car just feels like you are meant to go fast. These seats look like you're not screwing out. You're meant to be snug in this thing, and you're not supposed to go anywhere, and that's exactly what they did with this. Now, usually I won't show myself coming out of these cars. Today I want to show me getting in and out of this car to show you guys what it literally looks like. So we're gonna pop open this button right here. It's gonna get that little, it's gonna release the hash, and then we're gonna push it up. And look, it's beautiful. Screen even comes down this way, shows you the McLaren. Now the same thing the way we got out, you're gonna grip your steering wheel, you're gonna turn your body, and then once you turn your body, I usually just use the seat, I'll slide on out, and we're out of the car just like that. One thing you have to know with supercars is they're going to be difficult to get in and out of. That's the whole thing. You're supposed to be snug in that. It's not supposed to be easy to get in. It's not also supposed to be easy to get out. If it's easy to get in and easy to get out, it's easy for you to go flying if you do, unfortunately, knock on wood, get into some sort of accident where you need the car to hold up its integrity. But all in all, this car has everything that you would want to have a supercar that is supposed to turn as many heads as humanly possible. This has been an absolute pleasure to review this car because it is absolutely downright beautiful. Like everything about this car comes together to give you the feeling of luxury and just supercar in general and a race car. Like I was saying previously, this one has already been sold because these cars go quickly. Like I said, if you're not first, you're last, and you don't want to be last. Make sure you contact Elite Fine Cars and speak to a representative to buy one of the cars you see in one of these videos today. I'm Kevin from Elite Fine Cars. If you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you guys are new, and I will see you guys in the next video.